Hello friends, welcome back to PM Data Lab. In today's video, I am going to walk you through my Amazon product dashboard built entirely in Excel using pivot tables and interactive slicers. This dashboard helps me analyze sales, discounts, ratings and reviews all in one place. By the end of this video, you will clearly understand how this dashboard works and what valuable insights we can discover from it. Here's the final look of my Amazon product dashboard. At the top, you can see my 4 KPI cards that summarize key metrics. The total sales amount is $2,405,637. The total discount offered is $2,001,000. The average rating across all products is 4.1 stars. And the total number of reviews collected is 776. These numbers give me an instant snapshot of overall product performance. Before we start building this dashboard, let's quickly move to the data sheet. Here, I have all the columns like product ID, product name, category, subcategory, discounted price, actual price, discount percentage, rating, and customer reviews. This is already clean data. Missing values are removed and text columns are properly formatted. If you'd like to learn my data cleaning process step by step, please visit my previous video where I've explained it clearly. First, step page layout and background setup. Now let's move to a new worksheet and name it Amazon Product Dashboard. I set the background color to light blue to make it visually appealing. Next, I go to Insert, Shapes, Rectangle and draw a large rectangle at the top. This will be my title bar. I right-click, select Edit Text and type Amazon Product Dashboard. Then, I make the font bold, black and increase the font size for emphasis. Now, I add another rectangle shape below the title area. This section will hold my visuals and KPIs. I fill it with dark grey color to create strong contrast with the title area. The dashboard layout is now ready. Step 2. Creating KPI cards. To start, I create my first KPI card for total sales. I insert a pivot table from my cleaned dataset. In the pivot table fields, I drag discounted price to the values area. Excel automatically gives me the total sales amount. Now, I go to Insert, Shapes, Rectangle and draw a card shape below the title. I right-click inside, select Edit Text and type Total Sales on the first line. Then, I link the next line to my pivot table total using equals and select the pivot value cell. I make the number bold, increase the font size and center it. Our first KPI card is ready. It automatically updates whenever the data changes. Next, I create another pivot table for total discount amount. For time consumption, copy my first KPI card, click Ctrl button, then move copy and paste automatically. Do it 3 times. We create 4 KPI cards now. Now, let's link the second KPI card. Total discount amount. I go back to my pivot table and drag the discount amount field into the values area. Again, Excel calculates the total discount given across all products. I rename it to total discount amount and move to my dashboard page. I already copy the first KPI shape, paste it beside the total sales card. Now, change the title text to total discount amount. Now, I link the number in this card to the discount total cell in my pivot table. For formatting, I give this card a teal background and a bold white font. It looks neat and keeps the dashboard visually balanced. Now, I can instantly see how much total discount has been given, live from my data. Moving on to the third KPI card, average rating. Again, copy previous pivot table and drag the rating field into the values area. By default, it shows the sum of ratings, so I change it to average from the value field settings. Now I get the average product rating from all customer reviews. I rename the field to average rating and move back to my dashboard page. I already copied the first KPI shape. Now just rename it. I type average rating at the top and link the value from my pivot table cell below it. Then I adjust the font size and make it bold. To make it pop, I color the card light orange because orange always draws attention. This card instantly shows the overall customer satisfaction level. It's one of the most insightful metrics. Finally, let's create our fourth KPI, total number of reviews. Again, copy previous pivot table and drag the review underscore ID field into the values area. Excel automatically counts the total number of reviews in the dataset. I rename it to total reviews count and bring it to the dashboard. I already duplicate one of my existing KPI rectangles, place it beside the average rating card and update the title text to total reviews. I link the value inside the shape to the pivot table cell using the equal sign so it updates dynamically. Finally, I give this card a grey-blue background with bold black text to balance out the color scheme. Now, all my KPI cards look neat, balanced, and data-driven. So now I have four powerful KPIs: total sales, total discount, average rating, and total reviews, all connected to live data through pivot tables. Every time I refresh my data set, these KPIs update automatically. Now that our KPI cards are ready, let's move on to the chart section of the dashboard. The first one I'll create is category-wise total sales. Once again, copy previous pivot table. In the new pivot table, I drag category to the rows area and discounted price to the values area. This gives me the total sales amount for each product category. Next, I click inside the pivot table, go to the Pivot Table Analyze tab and select Column Chart, then select Clustered Column. Excel instantly displays the total sales by category. Now, I remove the grey background, apply my dashboard color theme, light blue and white, and make the bars classic blue. I add a clear title above the chart, Category-wise Total Sales. This chart helps me quickly see which product category brings in the most revenue. Next, our second chart will display the average rating by category. Once again, copy previous pivot table. In a new pivot table, I drag category into rows and rating into values. Then, I change the value field settings to average. Now, go to the Pivot Table Analyze tab and select Bar Chart. This helps visualize comparisons clearly. I format the bars in teal color, increase the font size, and add data labels for clarity. I also add a title, Average Rating by Category. Now, the dashboard clearly shows which categories are loved most by customers. Next, I want to visualize how discounts vary between products. Once again, copy previous pivot table. Drag product name into rows and discount percentage into values. Change it to average to show the mean discount per product. Now go to the Pivot Table Analyze tab and select Line Chart to show the variation trend. Then I format the line in orange, remove grid lines and give it a smooth curve for a clean look. Add the title Average Discount Percentage by Product. This chart makes it easy to identify which products have the highest discounts at a glance. Finally, I'll create a pie chart to represent the product review distribution. Once again, copy previous pivot table, drag product name in rows, and review underscore ID in values set to count. Then go to the Pivot Table Analyze tab and select Pie Chart and format each slice with bright contrasting colors. I add data labels showing both the review count and percentage. For finishing touches, I title it Product Review Distribution. Successfully, we create chart. Now move these charts into our dashboard. Right-click chart and select Move Chart into Dashboard. Do it for all charts. Now our charts moved into dashboard. Now arrange all charts in proper place. I align this chart neatly beside the others to maintain dashboard balance. Now my dashboard shows 4 rich visual insights: total sales, average ratings, discounts, and review distribution, all updating automatically through pivot tables. Now that all my charts are ready, let's make the dashboard interactive using slicers. I click any pivot table, Analyze, Insert Slicer. From the list, I select Category, Subcategory, and Rating. Then I click OK and 3 slicers appear. I move them neatly to the right side and resize them for balance. On each slicer, report connections and connect them to all my pivot tables. Now copy and paste all slicers into dashboard. I also resize each slicer so that the text is readable and the buttons are easy to click. Now, when I select a category, all my KPI cards and charts update instantly. And that's it, friends. We built a complete interactive dashboard from my dataset. KPIs, charts, and slicers all ready for analysis. Remember, understanding your data is the first step to making smart decisions. This dashboard helps visualize important insights: total sales, discounts, ratings, and reviews all in one place. If you'd like to see how I cleaned this dataset before creating visuals, don't forget to watch my previous video. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please like, share, and subscribe to PM Data Lab for more data visualization projects. Thank you so much for watching. See you again in my next video. Until then, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep analyzing with PM Data Lab.